afternoon, everyone. Today is June the 24th. It is Thursday, and I won an auction on Goodwill.com. For those of you who haven't watched some of my other videos, then you probably didn't know that it even existed, but it is a really good resource, and their mission is to help others. Their prices are decent. Their shipping can be kind of iffy. This box was supposed to be about 4 pounds of lace and trim, and it isn't. It is far, far more than that. And I have decided to go through this humongous bag. I wonder how much it does weigh. I should go weigh it. Can you guys see this? Of course you can. Yeah. Okay, so this humongous bag of lace trim, doilies, yeah, I think there's even some, yeah, it looks like there may actually be some hankies as well. So let's go through this. Here's the first piece. It is an orange and white. Looks like maybe it would go on a table. You know, some grandma made that. And then here's a pretty crocheted doily. This one's really fun. I love the green. It's one of my favorite colors. And it would actually be fun to spray through. Some of these are going to be used just for my junk journals. I may sell some of it, but not this one. This will be mine forever and ever. And its brother. So, yeah, isn't that cute? This is more of a Christmas theme with the pretty poinsettia. And now we have a tiny little doily that's got some flowers. Looks like little daisies on that one. And then here is just some crocheted trim. This looks like it was probably hand crocheted just from the feel and look of it. I don't think it was manufactured. Same thing with this one. Just beautiful. So now we have this small runner. It's not very big at all, but I love this because you could literally cut each one of these sections out and use it on a junk journal or in other purposes. Everything is super clean. There is absolutely nothing so far that looks damaged. I think this actually is yeah. It looks like it's a rose here and here. It's kind of hard to see with all my studio lights on. Here is another runner, and this one I might use on my vanity table. I just love this. Very, very nice. Here is a hat. This is actually a child or infant girl's hat, and it sits on the head like this, and then this band, this headband would go over the front of her head to keep it into place. Holy cow. Okay, this is really big. I'm going to try to do it justice, but that's at least, oh, I don't know, 24 inches circumference. All hand work. It's beautiful. And then here's another one. I'm going to move this aside, and we'll start another small pile. This is a small baby one that looks very similar to that extra large one we just saw. There's another doily. And this is a seashell shape. Not really sure what that would have been used for. And here's another small, well, it's not too small, it's probably 8-10 inches across. I wish you guys could feel this. It is just, it's lovely, it's soft, it doesn't feel brittle at all. I'm very thankful for the grandma that made this and the people who donated it to the Goodwill. This one came from Iowa, which is where my husband grew up. He grew up in the, where did he grow up? Anyway, he still has family there in Primgar. Isn't that gorgeous? Very, very pretty. I've been dyeing some paper today, so please excuse my nails. They are horrible. Some of these pieces are kind of curled in. All I really need to do is to weight them down or just put them aside and they'll uncurl on their own. I'm going to have a hard time using some of these. This is beautiful. I think that these two big pieces were probably put on the back of a couch, and so they kind of draped like that. I'm not sure though. I know that I've had many friends through the years who've done things of that nature as far as draping a piece of really pretty lace work and crochet work, which is what these are. Love the pink. This would be real pretty with my china. I collect Franciscan desert rose, and I have since I was a teenager, so I've collected it for almost 40 years now, which is hard to believe, but it's true. This is the square piece. I don't know if you can see the flower motif in here. This one is slightly stained. I could hand wash it and it would probably come out. However, this one would probably be really good to be relegated to a gem journal. Here's another one of these large doilies. This one, and a few of them actually so far, have felt like they were starched at some point to keep their shape, and that is probably very, very likely. And here's another one. Actually, this is the set. There's two here. This is actually probably a placemat. I expect to find a couple more of those in this bag. Here's a second one. No, this is another star pattern. How pretty. Look at this. Let me move this out of the way. Look how delicate. It's all hand crocheted. It's all hand knotted. Just as a crafter in general, I appreciate the time and effort and work that went into these lace pieces. This one has a tag on it. Someone was going to sell it for $8. It is stained in a few places, but once again, it could probably be hand washed and it would come right out. Most lace will, even cotton lace. You just want to try not to oversaturate it and let it dry naturally. If you do need to wash it at all. This one is also stiff. It's another one of those pretty pieces. Okay, I want to read this. I wanted to make it out into a word, but I'm not sure that it actually is. Let's turn it the other way. Did you guys see that it actually is a word of some kind? Please let me know down below in the comment section. This one is tangled. Yeah, it's got a pin in it. I'm glad I saw it and didn't get stuck by it. Oh, okay, it's 3 pieces. A main piece and 2 little small ones. This would be perfect to cut apart and use the flowers on something else. That pretty star pattern again, this time in shades of peach and a little bit of coral actually. I should have told you guys to get yourself a beverage and go to the bathroom before you watch this video, because it's turning into a little bit longer than I thought it would. But this thing is once again completely packed. It's another one of the star patterns. And this is like a flower. Not really sure what kind of flower that is, but it's really pretty. And this is like a small placemat, or just maybe for putting underneath for a trivet. Wouldn't take heat, but here's a really pretty center flower design. This looks like it's probably a poinsettia, as does this one. And here's another larger doily with the flower center. There's a pretty star. You can tell how vintage it is by the color, and I apologize, you really can't see the whole thing on camera, but I'm trying. I'm also trying to get the audio a little bit better on my videos. I have struggled, but I did find something out interesting, which is if you dock your phone to your computer, it kind of wants to use your computer's microphone instead of your cameras on your phone. So yeah, which is nice, because when you dock it, you don't have to have a mirror application to see what you're doing. You can just open up the one that's on your computer. It pops right up. Here's another. I told you there were going to be more of those placemats. There's another one. I look for there to be 4, but we shall see. Here's another one of those flower designs. And I was wrong. I have not found any of the handkerchiefs I thought I saw when I opened the bag. Now, this little guy, I don't know if you can tell, but it's the shape of a Christmas ornament. And it goes with this. Now this is a find. Very vintage, probably 1940s or 1950s. It is a small apron. I don't know if it would be really big enough to, use every day, or if it was just warm for a Christmas occasion. It is beautiful. Got the tie straps that go with it. It looks in excellent condition. Here's some more of the flower. Another fairly good sized doily. I know you guys are having a hard time seeing with the mess on my desk right now. Apologize for that. Here's another one of those shaped almost like a feather. If anyone knows crochet patterns and you know what that is, let me know down below. Another star. I'm thinking once she learned how to make these stars, she just kept going. And here is a tiny little runner. This one actually is for the back of the couch because it's flat. It would have laid like this. What a treasure this box is. I'm very pleased. Here is a tiny little, whatever it is. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. And here is another doily. Or is it? Nope, it's that. It's a little hat. It probably, I don't know. It's dirty, but it could be cleaned up very easily. Another very nice size doily, and this has just got a crocheted edge. But look at the hand embroidery. I've done some, so I know how tedious and time consuming it can be. And her work is beautiful. Another doily. All handmade, hand crochet, hand knotted it once again. Do we not love the orange flowers? They are gorgeous. Once again, you could cut those out and use them on their own. Here's some flowers on this piece of vintage lace. Here's a small round piece with a crocheted edge. It is linen, and I'm thinking it would probably be put like on a buffet underneath a pretty cake plate or something. Speaking of cake, I'm getting hungry. So here is looks like a table topper. This would have also probably been Christmas, because this looks like a poinsettia as well. And these flowers again. So this is actually a small round table topper, or it would have also been an end table cover, perhaps. Oh my goodness. This is precious. Can y'all see the work? It's a baby's dress. Wow. Very vintage. The little one would have had a little skirt or onesie on underneath it. I don't know if they made onesies back in the 50s and 60s, but I'm pretty sure this is probably from the 40s or 50s. Just even based on the buttons and the work. The collar part is a little dirty, but nothing that couldn't be cleaned and sold. That is a gorgeous piece. Looks like we're selling, oh my goodness, yep, another one. Can you imagine crocheting a piece like this for your daughter or your granddaughter? I think I might be looking at the back, but I can't tell quite yet, or am I? Nope, that's the front. This is the front of the garment, and there's the beautiful sleeves. And she gathered at the cuff, or near the arm. Man, I wish I knew somebody who had baby girls. Actually, I do know somebody who's got a little one. I'll have to see if she'd like to have it. Here's another piece of lace. It's huge. I'm really liking these pieces like this. This is another either poinsettia. I love the open area because you could really spray through it and use it for something else. This is actually one of the pieces that caught my eye on the auction site. I absolutely love the rainbow color edge. When I was growing up, I was part of a fraternity called International Order of Rainbow for Girls, which is still a fraternity to this day. I actually keep up with a lot of my rainbow sisters, and that very much reminds me of that sweet time of my life. Rainbow taught me a lot about being able to speak in public, to carry myself like a lady, and I was the third highest officer in the state of Georgia, which is an accomplishment to this day I am still very proud of. Here's one more of that either back of the couch or armrest pieces. Okay. This is a flower. It's actually together, crocheted together in one piece. It would be quite appropriate for a trivet. And one last of those funky little pieces with the flowers on it. And then one last circle, little mini runner thingy. So, my goodness gracious alive. I'm only 500 to 600 subscribers away from reaching 6,000 subscribers to my channel. I'm going to be making some more videos here in the next few weeks. And once I have some posting on a regular basis, I am going to do a giveaway. So you need to start sharing my videos now on your social media sites. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a thumbs up. It always does. It does my heart good. And all that jazz. So have a great week, everybody. Stamp happy. Be a blessing. And I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.